Hello all you numbers, I'm Cal13 and welcome back to another video. Today I'm not actually drawing a person. Oh my god. Like I said in my last video, which I can link in the description below, I am actually drawing a cover of a comic that literally magically popped into my head, and I think it's due partially to the fact I've been watching a lot of Undertale comic dubs. Yeah, which is kind of where the heart comes in, but that's the only correlation between Undertale and the comic in any way, is just that they are these creatures whose bodies are hearts and they have wings, and I'm not there's 7 types of them, one for each color of the rainbow. And in my story, there's going to be 7 families, one who inherits the ability to see one of these creatures. And we're going to follow the story of the one who can see red, the red one, or at least that's what it's presumed to be, since their eye color is red, like the rest of the family who inherits the ability to see them when they come, which that is what I'm naming the story When They Come, because it sounds cool. And yeah, but I took a different approach. I didn't want to do the line art. I just wanted to have more block colors, just to the fact it would look better in the long run for the piece, to not have a random black line around different parts that was just completely unneeded. For the actual comic, I'll probably have line art for like the characters, but the little butterfly creatures themselves will never actually have true line art. They will just kind of keep a lineless style and have a little glowy bits to them. And I never realized just how quickly it is to make one of these. In total, this took me 22 minutes to draw, and which means instead of having to do like ×4 or ×8 just so that my video is around 11 minutes, I only had to do ×2, which is actually quite awesome because it gives you a more realistic view of how long it really takes me to do these drawings. It takes me between an hour to 3, mattering on what I'm drawing and mattering on if I have something to build off of it first. And that's also not including the small steps I do between different recording spots, like adding different layers, adding different folders without actually drawing anything else, or putting stuff into folders that I had yet to do, and just a whole lot of different things. But I'm really hoping to be able to start doing this comic. I have at least the first chapter in my head and a little bit of like one scene that will happen later on. But other than that, I have no clue what's going to happen. So this story will definitely develop. I don't know what character I'm going to be using. I may make a character, and I may actually have that as Friday's video of me creating the character for this comic, just so I can kind of keep myself on base for my goals, because I've been wanting to do a comic for like over a year, which I said in my last video, and now I'm going to just leap on in with this little tiny concept, and I hope it works out. And if this comic doesn't work out like I hope it is, then I at least have the experience to know how I can make the next one better. And in all honesty, I feel like that's better than anything else, is just gaining the experience of being able to figure out how to do storylines, how to do comic paneling, which the nicest thing about Meaty Bang Paint is that they give you the ability to actually create comics. Like, when you click in the new tab for just a new drawing in general, you'll have one part where it is just standard. It says standard, and that's basically the illustration one that I use commonly. But there's a second tab right next to it called comic, and it gives you different templates, it gives you different manuscript sizes, the resolution, background color, it gives you the book binding, width and height, the safe line, and it allows you for like the bleed, the frame width, the spine width. I'm just kind of like reading it off. But when you open one of them up, from when I did it on my mobile device, it gave me 4 pages that I could customize paneling on, and they gave guidelines as to where the safe lines are for each page, so that if you have a border or you get this printed, you're not going to have the fear of it suddenly having parts of it being hidden due to the binding. Or at least that's how I think comics work. Oh dear. So yeah, that's that that's about all I want to say about all the comic stuff. And it's just I'm gonna keep myself on track. I'm giving myself a lot of projects which I probably shouldn't, being as this is only my second semester in college. I have 6 classes, and now I'm trying to do like YouTube 3 times a week, and now I'm gonna like try to start a comic, but this is fine. If I do start posting it up, I may create a Patreon for early access pages, but other than that, I think I might post it on Webtoons for the mobile app, and then Tampastic for the PC. So, yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I don't know what I'm really doing, but this is okay, because confidence is a thing that I kind of have now. Yay! The more I do these videos, the easier it becomes to talk. Yes, half the time I don't know what I'm gonna talk about because I don't write scripts. Again, I probably should, but I'm probably never going to. But I also try not to like go repeating the same topic again and again. Yeah, I like making weird sounds. Yep. But ooh, you'll probably hear me doing a lot more little tiny singy bits like I did in my last video where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is alright. 'Cause, yeah. And all that fun stuff. And probably a lot more of my strange sounds that I love creating. Because, you can never have enough strange sounds, right? Oh, also, off tangent thing. If anyone knows how to create, like, a font, like how you set it up to create your own font, for if you're making a comic book and you want to use your own font, your own lettering, let me know, please. I need help. I want to do my own font because I like how a lot of my letters look whenever I write, and I'd like to transfer that into its own personal writing style. So when I do a comic book, when I do the typey type stuff, which I was trying to get it to work, I have to like fidangle like with the text for Meaty Bang because it's one of the it used to work perfectly fine and now it's just kind of bugging out. Meaty Bang, if you happen to come across this video, your text is not working like it should. It will not pop up. You cannot see how it's gonna look. It needs fixed. Bring it back to how it was before and maybe show what the font's gonna look like when you put it down. Those are my only complaints. Well, other than that, yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying watching this video. I definitely enjoyed making it. It was a very low stress drawing that I wanted to do, and I will see you guys on Friday. So, bye bye, and see you soon. Yeah.